This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up.
One of the best memories I had is when we moved into our first apartment. No bed, no furniture, and we just all sat in the living room and just hugged each other. Because that's what we thought we made it. And when something good happens to you, I don't know about you guys, but I tend to look back to what brought me here. And you wake me up in the middle of the night in the summer times, making me run up a hill, making me do push-ups, screaming at me from the sideline of my games at 8 or 9 years old. We wasn't supposed to be here. You made us believe. You kept us off the street. You put clothes on our backs, food on the table. When you didn't eat, you made sure we ate. You went to sleep hungry. You sacrificed for us. You the real MVP.
Yo, man, that felt like a great idea to start this interview off with this
whose
speech.
idea
That
was
was my
this?
idea. I said we got to pull from the MVP speech a couple years ago because Wanda's coming.
That was so bad of you. I'm
I was like,
crying.
I'm tearing up myself, Heather.
I'm not even drunk and I'm crying. At least I was drunk,
Kevin
right?
Durrant, man, and it was like every time I remember he did this speech live, and I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what's happening right here? Sports is transforming before our very eyes.
Yeah.
This dude isn't just an Adonis who shoots the ball.
Right.
He's a vulnerable human being, a man who's in touch with all of his feelings.
And remembers.
And he expressing this in love for his mother.
Absolutely.
And I said, one day I got to meet the mama.
Yeah.
And she's here right now, ladies and gentlemen. Wanda Pratt is here right now.
Thank you so much.
And she brought one of the most beautiful, powerful actresses, writers, bloggers that you could ever want to meet. The one and only Cassandra Freeman is
Hi,
here,
Cassandra.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Cass.
I think I love my wife. That was one of my favorites. Come on, they're here. And Cassandra is playing the role of Wanda Pratt in the Wanda Pratt Story, the real MVP.
Nice.
The Wanda Pratt Story, premiering May 7th, right?
Yes.
May 7th. Queen Latifah and Shakim are EPs on this.
Yes. Flavor Unit.
Flavor Unit. I was just hanging out with them last night.
Oh, cool.
And Cassandra, peep my stunt game on you right now.
Al.
Wanda and I was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner just the other day.
Yeah. Just the other day.
You know.
Oh, that little thing.
Yeah.
I was there.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
was great.
Cassandra, you could have came with me. And Wanda said, I looked at her. She said, I'm coming on your show. I said, yeah, you coming on my show.
Yes.
Because they wanted you to do a phone call. I said, nah, I want Wanda to come inside.
Well, thank you. I'm here.
Yeah, you here.
I'm here.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Cassandra, knowing that you were going to, did you know her before? Like, did you know who she was before you took on this role?
I mean, I think I'm like so many people, and I saw the video.
Yeah.
I saw the clip that you just showed, and then, but not until I was cast in this did I go in deep and be like, oh my God, this is who I'm portraying in this. And thankfully, I was lucky enough, and she was so sweet enough to let me come spend some time with her up where she lives. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Right.
You know, I think why we cry, I know why I cry, because when Kevin was saying those things, honestly, it was like he was telling my story with my mother.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think every mother out there who's had to struggle, single parent,
Right.
especially dealing with young men
Yeah.
in this day and age.
I mean,
With
women, mamas are
siblings.
like the backbone of this
Yeah.
country, right?
Yeah.
So that
Really.
story is not extraordinary. It's actually extraordinary that he took the time to say it out loud at a public forum like that. That's what's
He
extraordinary.
told the story we don't
Yeah.
hear enough of.
And that's what I always say, because I'm an inspirational speaker now, and I say our story is not an uncommon story, and I think that's why his speech resonated with so many people, because they can relate on different levels, whether it's a mom or a dad or a grandparent or child, a teacher who knows the sacrifices of a mother. So it's and I'm just grateful that I'm at the forefront right now to be able to tell our story and bring light to the power and the sacrifices that a mother had for her family.
You were a post office worker?
A postal worker, yes.
Yeah.
I worked with the federal government over 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
And
It sort of shows the point how one's biography does not preclude what their destiny is going to be. You know, I mean, it wasn't about what she didn't have. It was more about how Wanda was so resourceful. And that's what I loved about this script and about her story. It was like, it didn't matter. This one was working from 9 p.m. at night to 9 a.m., taking the kids off to school. She sleeps while they work and wake up, put them back in bed, feed them food, and do that thing all over again.
But it was just what you do. I mean, it wasn't a big deal for me. I did what I needed to do for my children, like most mothers do. And so you just make the sacrifices, and you really don't even think about it. And so sometimes when people give me accolades, and I'm thinking, I mean, that's what mothers do. I mean, I just kind of followed the legacy of motherhood and did the best that I could do, and I was prayerful that my sons turned out okay, and I'm okay with the honor, but I just did what I was supposed to do.
Was it a scary point though for your sons, where because we as young men, especially young black men, you come to that crossroad where you got to make a decision? Do I want to go left and get into some darkness, you know, be influenced by what's in those streets perhaps, or do I want to go right? Was it that moment for Kevin at all, or was he always on the right track?
I think if there was a moment for Kevin like that, I didn't notice it because my face was on the right and on the left, and he had to stay on the straight and narrow. And so they were fearful of disappointing me. That's what they told me.
Fearful.
They were fearful.
See, your people scared to use that emotion, fear, and when raising their kids.
they were fearful.
And you need
Especially raising
something.
a boy. I mean, I think you got to have some healthy fear to keep a boy in line.
Right.
With a girl, maybe like fear, maybe, but really disappointment for a girl maybe is a bigger thing. Like, oh, I don't want to make them disappointed.
But see, you have to start that early. That you can't start that at the teenage years. You have to start it early.
You got to install that fear early.
Well, yeah.
That's how we grew up. I'm still scared of my mother.
See, you took that one to the left.
Better get in that ass early.
But we understand what it was about. But yeah, I mean, I just kept the standards high for them, and I expected more for them. And I was really, really involved. Now they call me the hovering mother, but I was involved. Their mentors and the guys at the rec center and the employees there, they knew who I was, and the kids knew who I was, and so I just made myself a part of their lives. It was important for me to be a part of their lives.
Now, Kev, he had a coach that was shot and killed? Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah. At what age was he when that happened?
He was murdered. He wasn't shot at. There was I believe he was like 13 or 14 years old. He was away at school when we got the news, and it was devastating to us because he was such an important male role model in Kevin's life, and he was a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Actually, I had known him from my days at Beulah Baptist Church. We were about 7 years old when we met. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was his father in his life at that time?
Well, his dad, they always knew who their father was.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't in the home at that time, and he wasn't the presence that we all would have liked at that time, but they always knew who he was. He was always just a phone call away.
Did you ever communicate in the negative about their father to the kids?
No.
Did you avoid that at all?
I avoided that, but what I think happened is that they could feel that my discontent with him.
Okay.
Because we were married, but I never steered my sons away from their father. I wouldn't allow them to disrespect him. And I would say, if I had something to say, at that time, he was my then husband, so I could say what I wanted to say, but that's your father.
Yeah.
And my faith teachers taught me that you have to honor your mother and your father.
And I think even in this movie, it shows. I mean, this is not a movie where you're like, oh, it's a movie where you beat up on the black dude because he wasn't there. It's actually, and Wanda, you said this so many times about, they were kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they were kids when they had their first kid.
Yeah, we were really young, and I didn't want to vilify him at all because that's not important. We made choices, and he has his own history and his own past that he would have to tell. But I knew that he loved his children. I knew that when we were together, and we're still family today, that we both moved on. He's now remarried, happily remarried, and we're family and we're friends. But the years of the early years, we both had issues, and I really when we really kind of talked about things, one of the things I said to him is that I really credit you also for helping me to be the mother that I was. And so it wasn't just a sole thing, or I did everything like I was Superwoman by myself. I had help, but I was the driving the steering wheel, so to speak. Yeah.
Wanda Pratt is here, the mother of Kevin Durrant, Cassandra Freeman, who's playing Wanda. And this movie, The Real MVP, The Wanda Pratt Story, premiering May 7th. That's Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day.
Saturday before.
Oh, that's Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday. My bad, Mother. Don't get mad, Mom. That's on the Lifetime Network. So make sure you watch this.
You bound to cry, Sway. You love Lifetime. When are you going to tell them? That's your channel.
Wanda,
Sway sits on the couch, Wanda, and cries.
That is so
Over
sexy,
Lifetime.
but
He
you're
loves
so
it.
sensitive.
Hold
Talk
up,
to him,
everybody.
Cassandra.
Wait.
It's a breathable moment
Can't
right there.
miss that.
Cassandra, can you repeat that?
That's so sexy how sensitive you are. Right? No, listen, every girl, look, oh my God, that's a great post for Facebook. Be like, I'm just looking for a woman to watch some Lifetime movies with. Think about my mama. Think about life.
Not his mama.
But you know what? Not as
You know what it is, man. I'm from Oakland. You know what we thinking about.
Not his
But
mama.
you know what? Real talk. Before we leave, I want to make
You're
sure.
not going nowhere.
Oh, we're not going.
We're going to open up the phone
Oh,
lines.
what? Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Okay. Cassandra Freeman is here. Wanda Pratt is here. Heather has a gripe with you, Wanda. We're going to come back with this. I'm sorry about what she's going to say to you, but it's important it's said. 888-742-3345. Give us a call.
Goals, fine. I promise, Mom. You won't regret it.
That's a scene from the biopic. It's called The Real MVP. Let's get this correct. The Wanda Durant Story. The Real MVP, The Wanda Durant Story.
Say it.
Premiering on Lifetime Saturday, May 7th at 8 p.m. I watch Lifetime anyway, so I was going to see it whether Wanda was here or not.
Right.
All right.
Right.
It's what the sexy men do. They
Thank
watch
you,
Lifetime.
Cassandra. If you keep calling me sexy,
Yeah, Cassandra, please don't add fuel to this fire.
you're going to make a headline. I'm trying to keep it clean, Cassandra. It's up to you.
Well,
Where
I
you
want to
wanna
move out the way.
Yeah, Wanda.
No, mama, stay. Mama, stay.
How did you feel about Cassandra's job playing you in this role?
I really liked her for this role, especially when she came out to my home and we spent the day together, and she was able to get my voice, and she was real just like I was, and she didn't put on any airs for me. She just came out as Cassandra, and I really liked that. And then I had seen some of her work, and I felt that she kind of absorbed the characters that she played, and so I wasn't worried about it, and I was happy. And then the producers from Flavor Unit really spoke highly of her, and so because this was new for me, I accepted what they said after what I've seen, and I'm pleasantly surprised at how wonderful she did, and I'm grateful that it was her because she captured me, and it was believable to me, and it's my story.
How hard was it for you to capture her essence? Did you pick right up on it?
Man, this is the second time I've done like a bio piece on someone, but I'd say, the difference between, I'm a very like all over the place sort of person, and Wanda, I think you can see what Wanda's feeling. That's the main thing I wanted to tap into. The essence of Wanda is someone, at least for me, is someone who you can see this current running through her. And what I really thought was powerful, just as a human being doing this character, is how parents are like actors. For a parent to look at their kid and to project stability and then be able to close that door at night and be like, I hardly have any money in my account. Like, how am I going to put it together? I was really just compelled by that. And really between Nelson George directed this, and between each take, before he would say action, I would do a prayer in my head of, may all the ancestors come to me, because this is so many women's story, and I would hope when women watch this, they felt like they see themselves and their mothers and their grandmothers.
Where are you from, Cassandra?
I'm from Florida.
What part of Florida?
Originally from West Palm Beach, but I grew up mostly in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Florida. Okay.
That's like South
That's
Georgia.
some realness.
Yeah.
She said, let all the
Duval.
ancestors
I know,
come
it's
to
like-
me. I was like, calling on spirits, Wanda.
I know, right?
That's another frequency, but you
But they came because
she
she delivered.
She delivered,
She
right?
delivered.
I love you,
Yes.
Wanda. Thank
Wanda's
you.
on another frequency too. I
You know,
peeped at it. Yeah.
I mean, I think to capture someone's spirit, it can't just be about, it's the craft. And, I went to school for this thing. I went to NYU, shout out,
Hey,
grad school.
My daughter just got accepted to NYU, Tish.
Hello, Tish.
Because, yeah.
That's why, yeah, exactly. Tish grad. Hello, honey.
You
Hi
know,
there.
she needs mentor.
Okay, I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you need to also call on this. I think it's a very magical thing to take on someone. And I feel like because she blessed me, and I got to tell you, in this industry, for anyone to give you an opportunity to come back and work for them again, someone like Queen Latifah and Flavor You, it was such a blessing. But I also felt like, oh, I need to deliver because these people are like, if I got this role the second time working with Queen after Single Ladies, it's because somebody there was like, no, we can trust her. And that's what it is to be an actor. A whole bunch of people are like, we're going to trust you to tell this story.
And this story is called The Real MVP, the Wanda Durant Story, Saturday, 8 p.m. on Lifetime Network. Make sure you watch it, May 7th. Heather, go ahead. I mean, I told you she was coming. Let her know what you was pissed. Okay, but let's go with the first part, what we was talking about earlier. You said, I'm going to ask
if I don't
you
do that first part, if I do that first, then she ain't going to get to the second part.
Okay, all right, okay.
You know what I loved about when you first came in here, and I felt the energy and the spirit, too. What a beautiful word. Did not know you were going to even say this, but a lot of moms are probably like you, sitting home. They have this kid who just wants to shoot hoops all day long. My nephew, ironically, his name is Kevin as well. He's the same way. How much did your faith lean on the decision-making process? Because from what I hear, coaches start calling the house, that you don't know what school to send your kid off to. How much did your faith help in your decision-making when all of these blessings and things started to come down the line?
Well, I must say that my faith is the foundation of who I am as a woman and who I am as a mother. And when the phone calls, I heard the talk in the neighborhood, but his coach, we call him Stink, and Coach Brown, he helped me to stay focused. And I would take my children to church, and I helped them to stay grounded, and that you have to focus on work. The NBA, if that's a possibility for you, this is not the time to think about it. The time to think about, what to think about now is AAU trying to win the championship at 11, not the NBA at 11. And so we just kept him focused on the moment or the season that he was in. And for me personally, I heard a talk early, like he can be an NBA player, but I wouldn't allow myself to grasp hold to that until he was a freshman in college. Because I felt if I adhered to that at age when he was 11, that he would adhere to it. And that he wouldn't work hard, and that he would get the big head and all that. And so I didn't allow myself to focus on it. And my faith played a part because everything has its season and has its time. And at 11, the NBA wasn't in the season.
Wanda Durant is here. Cassandra Freeman. Go ahead, Heather.
I needed that seed first.
Okay.
Okay, now, Wanda, OKC is playing my team in the playoffs right now.
All right. What you got to say?
There you go.
right,
I'm so scared.
I'm a mom.
I ain't got no kids. I ain't got none. This ain't even on Kevin.
So I'm great to say, because you don't even know why I'm great. Well up now. You
Me
talking
too.
about my baby.
We about to fight.
You have to do that. Stand up to Wanda.
I ain't gonna stand up. She got OG status. I can't do it, Sway. But listen, it just came out. Here's my notes, Wanda. The NBA has admitted that the refs blew that last game in San Antonio. 5 misstep calls. I got $7 on betting on this game.
Well, did you all
Sway
see?
Wanda, talk to me.
Okay, well, I mean, that's really unfortunate because there are many times or many plays.
That's unfortunate.
There are many plays that the NBA could have come out and said we fouled, we messed up. But I wonder why this game. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either,
I
Wanda.
just don't get it. But did you see? And I just saw this on Facebook this morning, and where one of the fans grabbed Steven Adams to prevent him from getting when he fell out of bounds. Did they write that on the paper?
Did they write that,
just so you know that it wasn't against. See, you see the name that's highlighted here, Serge Ibaka. This was on him.
But it's not. No, I'm not even talking about who it is. I'm just saying, really, how you gonna come out and say that when the buzz is over? It's over. I don't appreciate
Wanda,
that.
it was so bad.
We got the W. How about that?
The NBA referees are now going to use this play to teach other referees not what to do.
Are they gonna use the play? Okay, I'm not gonna
go with it, Wanda. Go with it, Wanda.
No, because I have some plays in my memory too that they could have written a paper about, but I'm gonna leave it there. But no.
See, this is why she the real MVP.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk about my baby. You
They're
heard
trying
how
to
loud I
protect
got.
those Spurs.
Yes, I seen it. Yeah.
That's that new energy. They trying to. What was Mark Cuban said that craziness and Kev called him an idiot.
An idiot.
Yeah.
Well,
What they
Wouldn't
going
even
against-
he wouldn't even let Russell respond because Mark Cuban made the mistake. He was asked a question. He should have said, "I think the entire team is full of superstars." He said, "There's only one superstar on the team, which is Kevin Durant."
We know that.
Somebody asked, "What about Russell?" He's like, "Well, he's a good player, but he's not a superstar." And Kevin, to his credit, just super represented his team. Did not let someone come in and separate them,
Exactly.
which I thought was so dope. Said, "Russ, don't even get yourself in trouble. I'll put this one on my back. He's an idiot," which nobody could even argue with.
I don't drop the mic like the president.
Like, right? I'm out.
Mamba out.
Obama out. Durant out.
Right.
That's what you call team.
Okay.
Right.
That's what it
Right.
was.
Right.
That's
And
what
you
it was.
see that in this movie about like what's the blueprint of like creating a champion, and a lot of it has to do with character, integrity, and goal setting.
That's
and
what-
mixed in with faith and community. That's everything right there.
Yeah, and that's what we had. That's what we had.
We got some callers on the line. Dexter's
lot.
on the line from
Dex, what's
North
up?
Carolina. Good morning, Dexter. How are you?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Doing
Good
okay,
morning.
Dexter.
Good morning.
All right. This goes out to Wanda. I want to say so some of the key things you guys said about you being resourceful back in the day for what you had, and also at the same time, even though you and your husband separated, but you always taught your kids to respect him, which I think is awesome because most black women that I knew from where I grew up, I'm originally from Charleston, South Carolina, but now I live in Raleigh. I know a lot of black women that get on government assistance and get lazy with it versus using it as a resource as you did in raising your kids and being a mother to your sons and stuff like that. I just want to say that is awesome. And
Yeah. Were you
that
on
would
government
really-
assistance?
Yes, I was.
You was on government?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we did that too.
Yes, I was. Yes.
You did that, Cassandra?
I remember getting the milk that was powder,
You got the powder milk? Did you get the government cheese in the cardboard box?
No.
all in black and white print. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, and I'm grateful for it. But, I attribute my employment and to my mom because my mom wouldn't allow me to sit on government assistance. I mean, because it would, to be honest with you, is easy. If you don't have someone to push you, or if you don't have it within yourself to push yourself. And my mom was like, "Oh no, Miss Girl, we're not having this. So you need to get up and you need to go and you need to make things happen for you and your family." And so I enrolled in this program for entry-level clerical workers for the federal government. I did well and I was placed right afterwards. And then I worked for a few years, and then my mom saw me just enjoying all of my money, and that's when the movie starts. When she told me it's time to go. Yeah, but it was good. Yeah,
It was good. Okay.
And Pauletta Washington does a great job, I think.
Yes,
as
she
the
does.
mom.
Denzel Washington's wife?
Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
okay.
Pauletta does her thing. I love that scene, at the top of the film.
Yeah,
She's
when-
just like, it's
yeah.
time for you to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I met Pauletta, I said, "There's my mama," and we just hugged. But the lead into that scene is my mom. So she gave me a few years to, kind of hang out with my money a little bit and save money. My mother is good with money. I mean, extremely well with money, and she expected me to do that, but I didn't adhere to that advice, and I was just spending money, kind of blowing my money, and actually I was getting ready to buy a brand new car. And so my mom probably said to herself, if this woman buys a car, she's never going to leave my house. So let me give her a time frame. So she said, "Wanda, you have 6 months and you have to move out and get a place." And I said, "Okay," but I really didn't hear her.
Yeah.
And the day before the 6 months, she said, "Well, you're moving tomorrow." And I was ill prepared, and I began to cry. And I said, "Well, where are we going to go? I don't have anywhere to go." And she said, "Well, I told you 6 months ago." And then I remembered, wow, she did.
She did plant
And she
that-
meant it.
Yeah.
And then that's the lead into the film, and I'm not going to tell you the rest.
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Cliffhanger.
The real MVP is here. The real MVP, the Wanda Durant Story, on Lifetime, May 7th, Saturday, 8 p.m. Cassandra Freeman, the beautiful, wonderful
Yeah.
powerful Cassandra Freeman,
Yep.
playing Wanda Durant. Hey, real quick, when Kev started rapping, How long has he been writing raps?
For a long time.
For a long time?
Yeah, a really long time.
Does he have like another rap name? Does he have like a rap name? Is he just KD?
Kevin. I mean, that's all I know. I don't know all those names. I refuse to learn those names, but I'm just not gonna do it. You're just gonna be Kevin.
Yeah, okay.
I can't do it. But yeah, he's been rapping for a really long time.
Yeah.
I really didn't know that he was into music into right after he I was drafted to the NBA, and he started rapping, and he has a studio. He got a studio in his home, and I'm like, wow. And I thought it was pretty good. So, I thought he was pretty good.
There's a couple NBA guys, Kev, Damian
Lillard got bars.
Yeah. Shumpert got bars.
Yeah,
he raps.
That's right.
Yo, tell Kev, man, when the season is done, come on up here and get on the Sway in the morning and spit some bars for me.
Friday Cypher.
It's on the Friday Cypher. Maybe even 5 Fingers of Death.
Woo!
That'd be a new...
I don't know what you all are talking about.
Don't worry. Just tell him.
He'll know.
He'll know. Tell him. Sway
Okay.
said, "Come do the 5 Fingers of Death." You'll know what that is.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to tell him.
We're going to play
real.
5 beats underneath him and see if he can rock
Okay.
All right. Let him know I
right.
said that, and tell him congratulations on that victory. What was that? Last night, 2 nights ago.
Sway, please.
All right.
Listen, we have a $7 bet going. So
She's a
$7.
Spurs
Yeah,
fan.
so
$1 per game.
So I'm a Spurs
Oh,
fan.
got it.
She's a Spurs fan.
He's a Warriors fan.
from
He's
Oakland.
from Oakland.
So y'all talking
go
about
through this.
how they won like by
So
that
you
1
both
point.
even with the house now, all right? So who's
Yeah.
going? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this goes on every season, Wanda. We fight like brother and sister over basketball.
I mean, you really need to stop fighting over this.
It's not gonna
It sounds
happen.
like a healthy fight though. $1 game.
It's $1 game.
Now, if it was $50,
I mean, stop fighting. It's over. Stop fighting.
Yeah.
You telling me to give up and
Yeah,
just
on
give
that
Sway
calls,
$1?
those calls.
Yeah,
tripping
I
on
mean,
5
I'm looking for a way in, man. I got
you just got to give up the dollars. That's
Give it
it.
up, Heather.
just folklore.
them dollars at.
Shoot. Okay, Cassandra, thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having me. It's such
Honor
an
to have
honor.
you on the show. Appreciate it.
Mutual. Thank you.
Wanda, pleasure.
you.
Come back anytime.
I
okay?
will.
All right?
I'm
Anytime.
gonna try the 5 bars. Is it 5 bars? Or something?
5 fingers.
See? No,
fingers. Just tell him
okay.
5 fingers. Kev knows what it is.
He know.
All right.
I was gonna try some
You
of
want to
that.
try to throw the beat on?
No.
Oh,
Don't do that.
Wait, I want to do it. I want to try it.
Okay.
I need some practice.
You are now entering the 5 Fingers of Death.
DJ Wanda plays 5 unique beats meant to test your lyrical stamina.
Here we go.
I saw the look in his eyes. This guy is crazy.
Many have tried,
I'm the best.
Do it, Cassandra.
This is just another chance for me to
Yeah,
prove
you
it.
can
but
do it.
many
Cassandra.
have failed.
You can back her up.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll
It's the
try.
5 Fingers of
Wanda,
Death.
throw a beat on 5 beats, Cassandra. You can rap about anything. You can rap about this biopic. You can rap about your life. Make it rhyme if you can. Cassandra Freeman and the 5 Fingers of Death. Sway in the morning. Drop that beat.
MVP, I gotta find my piece. I'm from Tallahassee. Oops, I'm not nasty. Give me a call anytime. I hope I can try this rhyme. I'm up here with Sway. I'm feeling okay. It's my universe. Spitting verses like I own this place. I hope they feel me when I give a little taste. I ain't that crazy. Just call me lazy, but don't call me lazy when I do my work. I got my perk, I got my coffee. Don't I look nasty? No, my name is Cassie, cause I'm sassy.
She done put me to shame now. You practiced that or something?
Wow.
I was just playing, y'all. I was just playing.
WD on the back up.
Yes.
Wow.
Cassie with the freestyle. Let's get it
Me with the real MVP. What?
Man, make sure y'all watch the real MVP, the Wanda Durant Story, starring Cassandra Freeman.
Freestyle. Cassandra
Freestyle. Cassandra,
This my new life, y'all.
Cassandra Freestyle. That's Lifetime,
That was
May
amazing.
7, 8
That
p.m. Man, that was incredible.
That was so dope. Cassie said.
Y'all are so kind. Okay, y'all.
No, that was good.
you don't
had the
understand.
spirit of MC.
Really?
We got some professionals that
Yo.
be scared to do that.
Yo, call me out. Call me out.
Well, she, man.
You know, I used to do the stand-up thing,
So-
too, because
so-
of Chris. I was like, I can do a little stand-up, maybe.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. Ladies, thank you for coming by.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Y'all
That was
are so amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
we'll be posting this interview tomorrow so you can see these freestyles on Sway's Universe.
Yes.
We're live right now, but I'm going to put that on the YouTube channel.
wow.
You about to blow up, kid.
All right.
All right. Right now we got the one and only DJ.
It's
Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.